All right. Hello, everyone. We are here.
Hey,
Look,
Hey.
what's
look,
going
look
on,
who we got.
y'all?
Hey, we got Miss Sharon.
Sharon's
Yes.
back.
House.
Yes. We got to send some love to our Sunny. She not feeling well tonight.
Yeah.
So if y'all looking for Sunny tonight, she's not feeling well. But guess what? This week is our fun week. I'm excited. I like just having fun freestyling
Ooh, we
because
about to
we
have some fun.
try to be a little structured around here, but we not gonna have no structure tonight at all. there was
None.
no
It's
there was
going
no
down.
planning. There was no planning that went into any part of tonight's episode or Wednesday's episode. I'm telling you that now. Okay. But we
None.
did come up with a couple of topics that we think that will probably be fun to talk about and just get, what we think about different things and stuff. Don came up with one. I was like, girl, I got plenty of stories because as a kid, yeah, I definitely got whoopings that I feel like probably killed me about 3-4 times.
Oh yeah,
As a kid,
we didn't die a million times, child.
listen, it's people right. What that comedian says, people that died that ain't never died before.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dude, look, I definitely died and died again, but I'm still here. Still
So
But
here.
I'm
yeah.
still here. Woo, it made me better and stronger, baby. You gonna tell
Yes.
her what we
Now,
talking about?
huh?
You gonna tell her what we talking about?
So, we're gonna talk about what it was like growing up in a black household because I feel like that's important. We do have. I know I have followers that are not. They ain't black. So sometimes I know they be wondering like, I wonder what it's like growing up. Like, that's
Woo.
like I ain't even gonna lie. I be wondering what it's like growing up in other culture households because, you know, that's just the reality of it. You don't know what you don't know. And so
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering, like, but so we're gonna talk about that. What else did we say we was gonna talk about? I
Uh
forgot.
things that I say it, Miss Yvette Renee, it was your thing.
Hey,
Things I
Sharonda.
don't
Uh,
um
I forgot which
Now
one
we
I.
all done forgot that quick.
Oh, oh,
I
oh,
got
oh.
I got it. Hold
Things
on.
that I no longer tolerate. Things that I no longer
Oh
tolerate.
yeah, stuff that we
and
no
I
longer
don't have to
tolerate.
explain. And I don't have to
Mhm.
explain.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
we said we was gonna talk about a good childhood memory.
Yes.
But I think the best
Oh
one is gonna
yeah,
be
favorite childhood memory.
and travel nightmares.
Oh yeah,
Whatever.
Growing
and
up
travel.
black, baby, that's growing up black, that's gonna be the hot topic.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and well, because I definitely growing up black, I got in trouble as a kid a lot. The number one thing I had to learn growing up black was that I was gonna get a whooping at least 5 days out of the 7-day week. I was gonna
But
get a
wait,
whooping
was
for
it
some.
really a whooping or was it torture?
They didn't play. Our parents did
No,
not play.
so
Mm.
yes, because okay, so for me, so as a toddler and like under 5, I was quiet. But then once I started talking, it was like you talking. All my report cards from elementary and middle
Mhm.
school, all of them say too talkative. They say too
God.
talkative. That's why we here now. I'm talking.
Mhm.
So I would get in trouble if my mom got my report card and it said, like, she didn't care if I had all A's or A's and B's. Why you talking? You know you ain't
Right.
supposed to be talking. Why these teachers teaching? So I would get a whooping for talking. Um, I get a whooping for just little stuff. Then once I think 5th grade, I said my first curse word at school, child. Yup.
Didn't that soap
4th
taste
grade.
disgusting? Didn't that soap taste disgusting? I ate so
Oh,
much
you
soup.
know
Oh,
what? I
It
did,
did. Yes, it
and
did.
it was zest. Zest.
I
Like
never
who
ate
wants
soap.
zest in their mouth? Ugh,
I never
like
ate it.
it was either zest or Irish Spring soap, and that was no fun.
or me, first time
But
I
then,
got caught smoking cigarettes.
Oh,
That was a
no.
horrible deal. Listen, I'll you tell me when it's time to tell that story. But baby, you would have thought that should have made me not want to smoke cigarettes. But I was traumatized for a good 5 years. Literally
Well,
traumatized.
when you find your grandma's chewing dip, and she said, "Oh, you like to chew dip? Well, let's chew it. Let's chew the whole thing." I was like,
Right.
Look. She kept putting it. I was like, oh. I don't smoke tobacco, none of it. It tore me up, so I was tore for days behind it.
Miss Sharon,
Yeah,
I threw up so
listen.
bad from smoking 7 cigarettes in a row. Really wasn't smoking it, just inhaling. Had
Right.
to eat a whole pack of cigarettes. I threw up in this bag, and to this day, I swear to think it was kittens in that bag. That's how bad I was hallucinating.
Dang.
They told me,
Ooh, baby.
one way. That was the turn. I said, I'm not.
It's chewing tobacco, Deshonda. Deshonda say, what's chewing dip? It's that chewing tobacco.
The old school.
That's the old
The old school, the old men be chewing it and then they be
Spitting it out.
that child.
Oh,
Let me tell you, growing up in my household, was definitely growing up black. My parents were Jehovah's Witnesses, so they were strict.
Oh,
It was like
okay.
growing up in a cult. They were strict. And when I say go outside and get a switch, my mom, I couldn't come back in the house with 1, 2, or 3. I had to come back in the house with 5 good switches.
Ooh, so she could tie it and braid it.
Girl,
And they better be
what you
decent.
say?
They gotta be decent.
Okay. And at one point, she went and bought a paddle. I never got paddled at school, but my mom paddled mine. When she got I the paddle, my mother went and bought a strap. My mama did not play. So I'm a neat freak. And when I say I'm a neat freak, I have like OCD neat because of my mom. My mother, and I would get to the point, I got tired of being neat. So I would stuff the clothes under the bed. My mother would come in my room and count every single item. If it was a pair of socks, she counted, that was 2 items. And I got hit for every single item that was under. I remember one time I had about 30 things under the bed. And my mother, I got 30 beats. So when I say I grew up in a black household, I grew up in a black household. And not to mention, back in the day, we used to bologna sandwiches. To this day, I cannot stand the sight or the smell. Bologna. I can't stand it.
I love some fried bologna.
I can't stand white bread. I cannot stand to look at black-eyed peas. We ate black-eyed peas seemed like every day. I can't stand the sight of black-eyed peas. I can't stand the sight of okra. If you put gravy on my food, we're gonna fight. Because we had gravy on everything.
Not gravy. What did the gravy do to you?
Girl.
And don't be stealing back in the day in a black family. I never forget going to the store. Now remember, y'all, my dad was black, my mom was white, but I'm black. Right. And I remember being in the store and I'm in there, I done stole something, and never forget the Puerto Rican man, like, I'm gonna tell your father. I know who your father is. And I was like, I don't care. My daddy told me I could steal, not knowing my father was standing behind me. Baby, when I tell you that man with that big old claw hand grabbed me by my throat and literally dragged me up the street to the house, dragged me up the steps. When I tell you my legs and head hit steps, railings, everything. He got me in that room, and baby, he said, "Oh, I taught you how to steal? All right, let me show you what stealing does." Never forget it. He took that train track off that Mickey Mouse house. Remember the track that used to be around the Mickey Mouse house? He snatched the track off of there and listen, my eyes still messed up from that. But guess what? I ain't steal no more. Yeah. And I still to this day am scared to cuss in front of somebody older than me. Because baby, when my nose got busted wide open and my lip for saying something slick to an adult, And back then, you didn't call no CPS. I'm sorry, you had, but we was pretty respectable to a certain point. We had respect because our black parents did not play back then. Okay, but nothing wrong with the auntie from down the street kicking your tail,
whooping your
and
behind,
then dragging you home for you to get that second butt whooping.
Another
family that like the line.
Because I definitely got about 3 in one day for the same crime. For sure.
Talk about tender booty.
My grandma used to have a back scratcher. She had 2 back scratchers. She had one that she actually scratched her back with, but the other one she kept in the drawer, hidden. And she'll just catch you out of nowhere. You'll think she done forgot whatever it was. And she'll sit right in front of her TV watching the soap operas. And she had a chair to the side next to her dresser. You just be sitting there minding your business, watching Victor Newman with her. And all of a sudden, that thing just come and hit you clean on the leg out of nowhere. And you be like, what? She talking about, yeah, you thought I forgot, remember? Because she got me one day. I didn't even do nothing. See, this is the part I hate about being in a black family, because
with a bunch of kids.
Even if you ain't doing nothing, you got it. You got it. For
everybody.
If one got it, everybody got it. Okay. And my cousin used to go and knock on the neighbor door to make her dog bark. We call it, ditching.
It was called ditch. It was ditch and dong.
Ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch and all that. So they would go ring the lady doorbell. This day, my cousin, we both had on a red shirt. I didn't know it because my mom dropped me off and I just went in the house because it was time to watch the stores. That's what I like to do. And I'm going in the door and I'm sitting there watching the stores. Next thing I know, she caught me with the back scratcher. I'm like, what did I do? I just got here. And she was like, I told y'all about going ringing Miss such and such doorbell, bothering that dog. I was like, Grandma, I ain't do it. Here go my cousin. What's going on? Turn around the corner with a red shirt on. Because the lady called my grandma and was like, your grandbaby with that red shirt on keep running and ringing my doorbell. So all she did was saw me with a red shirt. And me and my cousin, I was like, man, for a whole week, I was like, I don't want to talk to you. Because you got me a whooping for nothing.
For nothing.
I couldn't stand that. I was like, I want to get a whooping because I caused the whooping, not because you know what I'm saying? You did something, right. And we all got to get in trouble.
And what it did was it made me, I parented my children totally different. I may have actually been a little too lenient because I was determined. I'm like, I said, nobody's fighting people. We're not bashing up people, beating people. We're not doing any of that here because I just couldn't stand it. Because, really and truly, now some of it was good and it taught us reverence and respect for our elders and it kept us in line. But some of it goes back to slavery actually, and it's abusive. It gets to a point where it's abusive. And so I'm not raising my children like that. No, they're not. I said they're gonna be respectful and everything, but nobody's gonna be fighting. Everybody keep their hands to themselves. Let's keep our hands. And the few times where I've kind of like, I catch myself because I'm like, what did you say? They can comprehend. You can tell them what you need them to do. They can follow instructions. But everybody, let's keep our hands to ourselves. And so that's how I raise my children.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I used to tear my kids up. I did. Now I didn't hit them with no extension cord. No. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Do none of that. But they used to get whoopings. Like my kids got whoopings, and my kids got woke up in the middle of the night if they didn't do a chore. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like your grandmother. I would you don't want to do the dishes? All right, don't do the dishes. And I didn't ask you 3 times. Don't forget to go in there and do them dishes. Don't forget to go in there and do them dishes. Them dishes still sitting in that sink, and I know I'm not repeating myself. All right, wait good till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They in there slobbing sneak. I didn't threw buckets of waters on my kid in the middle of the night, and baby, now I'm about to tear your ass up, and you about to go do them dishes. Yep, I don't care, but I think I agree, Miss Sharon. Some of it was a little abusive. I mean, I got to be honest. Like that situation with that track. It messed my eye up for the rest of my life, right? Thank you, Jaquan. I appreciate you.
They didn't see the emergency room, baby. You had to see it yourself. if your eye was bust, if you like this, my mother is cutting.
Yeah.
I got cuts on my all that stuff. You and would say and get that blood up off my floor.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and dare you to fight them back. Dare you to fight them back. My son looking at me right now, y'all. Like this is what you're talking about is not a good thing.
Sure, I used to get wet whoopings. Sure, fresh out the bathtub. Yeah, don't even dry out. Come here.
Yep. Wait a minute. What about getting our hair pressed with the hot comb?
Oh, child, you better sit still and you better not move. Cause why you moving? I'm not even burning you. Sit still. That's all I'm always saying. It's the steam. It's just the heat, ma'am.
Just
felt
get burnt.
Felt real metallic, ma'am.
But yeah, so some of it was abusive, right? Because when you hitting a child with a extension cord, or I heard Renee say I used to get wet whoopings, that's abuse, right? But I think because we never could toe the line, people couldn't figure out what was like, okay, this is acceptable, this is not. Now we got a generation of kids that you can't physically discipline them at all, right? And I feel like that's where a lot of our kids nowadays are missing out and why they acting out. You know, you started that gentle parenting. Okay, let's sit you down and we're gonna talk about your feelings. Like my grandson told my daughter one day, you keep raising your voice at me. You're hurting my feelings. And of course, I'm on the phone saying all types of stuff. Boy, if you don't
right, because I'm like, bump your feelings. You better do what your mama told you to do.
Our parents used to tell us, I brought you into this world, I can take you out.
I'll take you out of here.
And honey, my grandma was bad with that. Baby, you see that backyard back there? Ain't no telling what's back there. I'm like, what?
I told you. I done gave up the ghost about 3-4 times in my childhood. For real.
Girl, I died 20 times.
For real.
I'm missing 2 decades out of my life.
Listen, Rita told us she used to make her daughter stand in the corner. That was a simple punishment. How about having to stand in the corner with books in your hands? And if that arm go down, baby, that's the kind of corner standing I had to do in a black household.
My mother used to make me stand on my head. My mother used to make me sit in a corner and literally stand on my head.
Oh wow!
Yes.
See, when they used to make me babysit my cousins, like I'm the older cousin, and they like 7, 8, 9, and they was used to. I'm trying to tell them to do something they want to do it. Come here, let me give you these phone books. Hold your arms out. I tell them straight out, and you better not drop them. You got 10 minutes. Because they used to do that to me. My older cousins used to do that to us. So it was like it was a generational thing. If I had to hold the phone books, you got to hold the phone books too. But I feel like phone books, that ain't painful. Like that's the least of the pain that you could. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that was too bad. But man, yeah, I ain't never had no extension cord though. I ain't never got that.
Ooh, I did.
Whips everywhere.
Yep, I had that. I got hit with
belt. Man had this big old
broom,
leather belt.
And I built a broom.
The last one, I might have been 13 or 14. And the reason he stopped with my mother stopped him for one. But right before she stopped him, he said, "You ain't nothing but a bull." He said, "I know I done whipped you enough for you to cry." I had told God, I said, "You're gonna have to kill me today. You're gonna have to kill me because I'm not crying. I'm sick of this shit. I'm not shedding another tear." He had out there on the carport now. He was fighting me. And I was like this right here. And I was just trembling. But I said I would not shed a tear. And my mother came outside and stopped him. I mean, you done lost your mind out here, ain't you? Now that's how bad it was for her to stop him because she believed in corporal punishment too. But I never got a whooping out. My mama was a boxer.
That's how I stopped getting whooping.
She'll break your nose, rip your eye. She was I told her, I said, "Girl, you're a golden belt, ain't you?" Yeah, she stopped him, and he never whooped me anymore after that.
Boxing, oh, mama was boxing.
Honey, my mama had an uppercut. She had an uppercut that'll knock you across the room. You wake up the next day. Ooh, what happened? Everybody okay?
But you know what, ladies? Thank God we all broke those generational curses.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're laughing about it now, but it was forms of abuse. And thank God we broke those generational curses. Because I've never did any of those things to my kids. Now they got their butts whooped, but
me either.
Yeah.
Never have I put a switch.
Not to that extent.
But what about the struggle of it being in? Because so me and him was talking about it today. We was in the car and we was laughing about the video that I'm gonna play. I was like, have you ever? I was like, you done ate? I was like, you done had powdered and canned milk before? He was like, yeah, because he always say I'm bougie because I'm like I personally have never what he calls the struggle. I ain't never had no struggle. Like,
no, I never had.
We always had two things that match in the house. So I'm like, I don't know how to like not have cereal no milk. Have canned milk. Like canned milk, yeah. If I'm baking something and it say condensed milk,
water.
Are you?
I didn't have cereal with water, and I will never forget. And I love her to death. One thing about one of my foster mothers was you weren't gonna waste nothing. And that meant if it's this much cereal in one box and that much cereal in that box, all them cereals got mixed together, whether they went together or not. And you was either gonna finish that box of mixed cereal or the 10 boxes she had in the cupboard area was not getting open. And she made a pot of beans and cornbread and something that you really didn't eat, pig feet. Guess what? Until that was gone, nothing else got cooked. And all about that, you want to sit here until it get done. I've sat at the table for 24 to 48 hours. Not wanting.
See, that was me. That was me with scrambled eggs. But as a kid, the baby, they used to try to make me eat scrambled eggs. Like, no, I'll sit here all day. I'm not eating no scrambled eggs. I'm gonna gag. I'm gonna choke. I'm gonna do all that. But I'm not eating it. And they used to be like, they used to get so mad. I'd be done sat there so many hours. Get out my face.
Because all that goes back to slavery. Every bit of it goes back to slavery. Literally, I remember one time I sat at the table 3 days in a row, warming it up, putting it on the table, warming it up, putting it on the table. And I was like, I don't care how many, I am not good. What made me finally make it, I think I'd be sitting there now trying to eat. But I slipped it outside. We had Doberman pinchers. My dad was a big time hustler. We had Doberman pinchers. And I slipped the plate out there to the dog and they ate it. And she said, you better be glad, because I was getting ready to round them up. I said, so that's the only thing to save me, or I'd be either dead or sitting there now.
Yeah, they didn't.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know for me if it was so much just doing it because of like slavery habits. Like we literally, and I'm talking about before I went to foster care. So I'm talking about now when I'm still at home with my mom and them. Like we didn't have it, right? Because of whatever reason it was, we literally didn't have it. And I remember eating cereal, if it was any, with water. I remember eating peanut butter, but wasn't no bread or nothing, and just sticking a spoon in there and eating that. I remember it not being nothing in the house. Literally nothing in my house.
I'm talking about the part about how you don't waste nothing. That
was my foster mother.
I'm not talking about that part of it.
Yeah. No, my foster mother. Yeah, you wasn't gonna waste nothing.
You didn't waste nothing back then.
And like Rita said, it'd be stuff that you did. These kids, as a kid, don't nobody want to eat pig feet or chitlins. I don't want it. I don't care how much hot sauce you put on it. I'm not eating it.
I wouldn't eat it.
No, child, I was going to the candy lady house in the neighborhood and getting pickled pig feet like every day.
And to this day, that's my treat. Like if I walk to the bus, if I walk down there by the bus station, I stop and say, y'all got some pig knuckles? I say, I like the fat kind. We got 2 of them put up for you back here. I don't do it often because it's not good for you, but sometimes I got to have it. I'm a down south girl. Sometimes I got to have it. A pickle pig.
What is that?
It's a knuckle of a pig that they done brine and set over there in the vinegar.
Wow.
You say it's what,
Miss
Sharon?
That they done set over there and brined it. Salt
What
and
is it
brined and put it in vinegar. Pickle pig knuckles. Knuckles and
I ain't
pig
eat
feet.
no pig knuckles. No.
Love them. And so
I tell you, they ate everything on the pig. They didn't let
I used to eat pig skin. I mean, I eat pork skins and stuff like that, and I ain't eat no pig knuckles.
You don't like pickle pig feet either?
I like pig feet, but I ain't eat no knuckles.
Girl, that's the same thing.
I just want the feet.
It's the same thing. Just a different part. Just come on up a little higher and get the knuckles.
But you know what though? I think in all of that though, I think growing up black was a wonderful vibe. Like I remember the good times, right? Being able to be outside on the street, everybody knowing each other, everybody playing together. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like back in my time when I was younger, I'm talking about. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody was like a cousin. If you didn't have it in your house, it was no thought for the neighbor to feed 10 kids on the block without questioning it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we took care of each other back then, right? And I so miss that. Like I miss having a real community of people that were like thinking about each other, looking out for each other. Not that we didn't have our problems and we didn't fight amongst each other and we didn't cuss each other out and we didn't talk about but we took care when it came down to it. Remember they used to have rent parties. You can't pay your rent. We're gonna have a whole party. Everybody gonna put in whatever, and we're gonna make sure that your rent get paid. Can you imagine somebody asking somebody to do that now today in 2026?
Posted on Facebook, girl, Darlene. Right. Darlene had the audacity to say she gonna have a rent party. But yet she bought that pocketbook last week. I seen about that pocket. She posted that she had bought that pocketbook. I bet you I won't give her a dime. Not a nickel. It'll be all over Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And all over Facebook. They'll run your name down to the dirt.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, I get up there and shake it and make it do what it do before I ask anybody. I wouldn't ask nobody for nothing. And that's sad.
Yeah, that's me.
That's sad.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I don't. It's very hard for me to ask for help for anything. But I want to say real quick before we say something before you say what you was ready to say, Lady Bird. Anybody in the comments, our audience, tell us about some memories y'all had about growing up in a black household. If you are a person of color and you grew up in a black household, what were some good memories or some memories that you said, I would never do that as I grew up as an adult, or I would never do that to my children? Like, tell us about the things that y'all had going on in a black household. But go ahead, Lady Bird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Let me just say that Sharonda Cote said them wet whoopings hurt worse than anything.
Yup.
Horrific. Those were horrific. Yep. Those were horrific. Think about it right now. My skin just started burning. Jesus.
Burn, baby, burn. Okay, let me.
Oh, then she got my boy Finesse too, with his crazy self.
What did he say?
I ate noodles with no packet. Cereal with the canned milk. The powder milk. No milk. Waffles, no syrup. Jelly. No jelly, nothing. Oatmeal, no sugar. and you complaining about these Salisbury steaks, and all you gotta do is put some seasoned salt on the motherfucker, put some seasoned salt and some black peppers on the motherfucker, and some onions, and then bounce back, and you make that motherfucker sandwich.
And listen, I love me some Salisbury steak. I ain't even gonna hold you, man.
I do too. Girl. I do
I
too.
haven't had Salisbury steak in a long time, but it's funny the things that people complain about today. I be like, I tell my kids all the time, especially my grandkids, y'all would have just died on the spot. Y'all would have just. My grandson talk about what he don't eat. We cater to him on what he don't eat. Like we don't be like, no, you can eat whatever we cook. No, we be like, oh, you don't eat that, okay.
They so spoiled they won't eat it. And I know for myself, I never refused nothing my mother put on that table. And if I did, somebody to eat it. The dog, somebody. Literally, I remember my daughter being little and saying, oh no, I wasn't in the mood for this type of meal today. I looked at her, I said, what? And she would not eat. She would not eat. She didn't touch it. I literally had to give her what she wanted because she wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
And I said, oh my God, this the second day this girl ain't ate. I said, oh, she just as stubborn as I was, and we ain't got no dog. So I had to give her something different to eat.
Or that's how they feel.
Whole different generation.
Yeah, because you can't even yell at them now. They be like, you're hurting my feelings. You're talking to me meanly. You have to talk nice to me. That's my friend. You're too loud. What?
The too loud.
I bust my eardrum 10 times growing up.
Yeah,
okay, what are you talking about?
Too loud.
6'9".
No, what it is? 6'7". 6'7".
Yes.
Listen, you better know how to count to 10 while you around here talking about 6'7". Yeah,
Yes,
8, 9,
6'7".
10.
That's what it is.
6'7". Girl,
Miss Ian, you
I said, Lord, thank God, wasn't no internet back in my
what
day.
you think about? You bust out with 6'9". What's up?
No, we gonna let us Miss, I don't never want to look at a new 6'9". First thing out of me, 6'9".
6'9".
I knew she missed it too.
You miss
Oh,
it. You
Lord.
miss it.
I mean,
That was too funny.
Hey,
you know,
me and I.
huh?
We made fun out of everything.
Oh, you want?
we made fun out of anything. Like I remember being outside getting so dirty from the time we woke up to the time that the lights hit. We was outside playing hopscotch, jump rope, hide and seek, hide and go get it, skipping rocks. What do you mean in the house? We was mad when we had to come in the house.
Yeah. And that's why I was glad. I was so happy that my youngest kid liked to play outside because these new generation kids, they want to be on a video game. They want to be in the house. It's too hot.
They want to be on Snapchat, TikTok.
I ain't even had no AC. We barely had a fan. I remember going to sleep and just waking up and just pajama shirt just soaking wet. Just drenched. Just got your tail up and went in there and got your butt in that tub because half the times you ain't had no shower. Everybody had a tub. Get your butt in that tub, wash yourself off, and go on outside and get dirty again and stop playing with me. You're not about to slip in this house all day up under me. Get your tail outside.
They didn't play that. They didn't play that.
No, they didn't. Not at all.
And get out grown folks' mouth.
What'd you say, Doug?
Get out grown folks' mouth. Get out of here. What you doing here? Ain't no kids in here. Get up out of here.
They love that part. You sitting here looking at me.
You better not repeat nothing you heard in my house, outside my house.
Right. Nowadays,
that was a negative and a plus too, Renee. That was a negative and a plus too because a lot of trauma stayed in the house because kids And I was one of those people, whatever happens here stays here. You don't talk about my business outside of this house. Da, da, da. And we were taught to not talk about certain stuff that we probably should have been talking about. But on the plus side, it was like, listen, if we ain't got no food, you don't go to school and tell the white people we ain't got no food.
True.
Right. That ain't their business.
Right.
You want them to come take you?
But they was honest with us. When they said, you can do foolish if you want to, and they didn't tell them white people such. Now then you up here and you living in these other people's house that don't know nothing about you, don't like you, just got you for a check, probably gonna be putting hands on you. They didn't lie about stuff. They didn't sugarcoat. Now that's one thing I can say that I got from my parents that I still do. I don't sugarcoat with my kids. My kids know the good, the bad, and the ugly about me. Reason being, I don't want nobody walking up to one of my children trying to tell them, you know, your mama, They're going to say, my mama told me that 25 years ago. Now get on my face before I move you. Before I move you on out.
Yeah.
And you have a blessed day. Okay.
Right.
So you can run that game on them because I done told them everything about me. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Because everybody in the past. Listen, we ain't always been saved. So, so you will not walk up to neither one of mine and think you telling them that you're going to probably get your feelings hurt, and you might get your body hurt. So, I did get that from my parents as far as like being honest and just sometimes even brutally honest, just telling the truth. I don't sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat now. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe in coddling children, because especially as an African American child, because the world not gonna coddle you. The world is designed to chew you up and spit you out as a black person. It's designed to chew you up and spit you out. For most black people, we don't even get 3 chances. We don't even get 1 chance. So you have to be perfect almost, and walk a very thin line. So I've always been brutally honest with my children. And like I told them, in this house, this is a cocoon. If you make it back to 818 Shepherd Street, this is where we, build you up and get you ready to go out there to this mean and brutal world. So this is your safe haven, this house. And that's how I always, reared my children in love and tried to do that, because like I told them, the world is designed just to crumble you up and toss you away. So in here, I want you to feel safe and loved and know that all I want for you to do is thrive and do the best you can, be the best you can. And I also told them, I want you to do what you got to do, get your education, get your degrees, get whatever. Even if you don't want a degree, get your career, your technical, whatever you want a technical degree or whatever you want to do. But I want you to know you can always come home. Now I want you to get up out of here and make something of yourself, but don't never feel that you can't come back home.
That you don't have a place to go. Yep.
Always come back home. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what was our other topic? Because didn't we say something?
Well, we said what's
our favorite memory?
Yeah, what's your best childhood memory? And the other thing was things I don't care about anymore, and I'm not explaining myself.
I like that one. My best childhood memory would be me sitting on the top of my daddy's one of his cars, his Nova, his burgundy Nova. Y'all even know what a Nova is?
We used to have one.
Okay, sitting on the top of his Nova,
Chevy Nova,
and I've always had a whole bunch of hair, which is traumatic because my mother used to condition it with mayonnaise, and I think that's why sitting on that porch with that mayonnaise in there, and that's why I don't eat mayonnaise now, and that's also why oh God, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, so he would take all my hair out. She could be done just did my hair, just did it half down to my waist. She just did it. He would take every single plaiter loose and comb it into a big old flowing afro. Me sitting on the top of his car, and people just walking by saying, "Oh my God, look at that little dog baby," and looking at his face, how proud he was, just so proud, just so proud. That's my best childhood memory. I vividly just can remember that, and I had to be no more than maybe not even 5 or 6, but I remember that like it was yesterday. I mean, and I know it's such a great memory because when I see it in color. Even, for back then, I see it in color.
Unfortunately for me, I don't have very many great childhood memories other than going to school just to be out the house. I think my favorite memory was the day I turned 18 and I could escape the house. Yeah. So
What about you?
Yeah,
Dawn?
I don't have a bunch of good childhood memories.
That made me kind of
I know that I had some positive days, I'm gonna just say, but remember, my childhood was at 7, by the time I was 7, all types of crazy things had went on, and then I was put into the system or whatever. But I had some younger adult, I'll say, like in that 13 to like maybe 17. I do remember, like, feeling loved in a certain area of my life, the one foster home that I'm still very close with them. Like, that's my family. I do remember that was a period of time where I felt loved, right? Like, I generally felt loved. I felt included. I felt like, no matter whether I was blood or not, these were my sisters. These were my, and that was my mother, right? Like, everybody called her mother. That was my mother. She's almost 95 now, and still to this day, she's smart as a tap, and she still send us birthday. Like, she know all my grandkids' names, everything. Like, that was my family. So the positive or good memory would just be that there was a period of time in my young adult life that I felt safe and I felt loved. So that would be the memory.
For me, let me see. I think I got a mixture of both because I went through a period where I was bullied as a kid, but most of the good stuff had nothing to do with like kid stuff or that type of stuff. It was more so like things that I got to experience. Like, I got the experience in middle school. That was when I met, and it's crazy because I met them in middle school, and now as an adult, I'm friends with them as adults. So y'all remember that rap group, Crucial Conflict? They had that song, "Hey, in the middle of the barn." So in middle school, they're like early teens age. They're like 18, 19, and that's when they're coming out with this song. I'm in middle school. They came and performed at our after school program that we had because I guess they were in the city doing a concert, and the person at the school knew that this was like the thing. This was like the song. And so she arrange to have them come and do like a little mini concert after school for the after school kids. And so I got to meet them. And it was so funny because as an adult, when I reached out to one of them, I was like, hey, remember this. Remember we stood, we had conversations and stuff with them, and he looked, he was like, I remember. He was like, I remember. And then, so we kind of start having that whole communication, and then I linked with everybody. So that was something that, always stuck out as a memory that I enjoy as, around that age. But then like when it comes to like my family dynamics, I think the best memory I have is me and my dad's favorite song. Me and my dad's favorite song. He taught me this song when I was probably like a toddler because it just was playing. Like, he had this, he had it on 8-track.
Yes, 8-track.
He still had an 8-track player. He had an 8-track player, and he had it on an 8-track. And I used to always get it and put it in the thing and play it. And then when, right behind that, then they had all this, the cassette tapes and stuff came out. And I even remember the cassette tape was white. So we had that, and I used to just play it, same song. And it was Heat Wave, Always and Forever. Aww. And that was like the song that he taught me. So like that's a memory that has always stuck with me. No matter that song come on, I don't care what I'm doing, I don't care who around me. I'm gonna sing all the words, I'm hitting all the notes, the highs, the lows, the ad libs, all of it. Don't care. you know, so that's like a memory I have as a kid. And then I don't know. That it's like other little stuff in there, but stuff that really just stick out, those is probably like the main things that really like stick out for me. Cause I couldn't stand going to church. Like my mama might be watching this live right now, but man, I ain't like going to church every day.
You try going every day, 7 days a week, singing on the children's choir, the adult choir, the men's choir, the traveling choir.
I wanted to sit home and watch football with my dad and my brother because that's what they did on Sundays. But no, I was in church. I was in church on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday if it was a certain day of the month, Thursday, then right back on Saturday for choir rehearsal.
Yep.
And then back at church on Sunday. And don't let it be the church anniversary.
Wait a minute.
Or like, going in that afternoon. Going in the afternoon.
Was getting ready to say
that. Service. And don't let it be the church anniversary because now you in there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the banquet Saturday,
Revival.
You in there all day.
Revival.
Well, that seemed like wait a minute. That seems like a whole lot more fun than being forced to go out and field service on Saturday morning. And then all your friends make fun of you at school.
I know that was rough. God.
Yeah. You say going well, Miss Yvette?
Out in field service.
You know how they come to your door, knock on your door, and you be running from them. Oh no, not no, I tell you what, come back next week. Yeah,
I would have rather had been in church.
Field service, I ain't never heard that. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
So that's what you go out and do what?
When Jehovah's Witnesses come to your house, they call that field service.
You was a Jehovah's Witness. Oh, that's what they call it, field service.
Parents, not me. My parents were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, child, I was look. They
holding
knew
his
not to knock them out though. They couldn't stand my daddy because my daddy made sure they understood that he was not trying to hear nothing. They'll be like, "Are you ready for when Jehovah's coming?" He'll be like, "Are you ready for something?" He used to say, and I used to be like, "Lord, these people don't know." So they put us on the do not knock list.
That was too. Yeah,
you had to go right past the house. They ain't come back.
Back and forth with them, scripture for scripture, and they started to avoid our house too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, them childhood memories, baby. Mm-hmm. All right. The other thing was, what's blah blah blah. Sorry. What's things that you don't care about anymore, and you don't feel like you gotta explain yourself when it comes to it.
Dating.
She don't play about that, baby, at all.
Listen, she ain't gotta tell them why she don't want them. She don't want you. She don't want you. That's it. That's all you need to know. She don't want
That's it. That's all.
I wasn't expecting to say that, but I should have.
Listen, I'm right there with you, Renee. I don't want to have to tell you why.
Well, I got a nice 49-year-old man. And I think,
girl, I'm 60. Wait.
Did you see my eye? Did you see my eye go up, Yvette Renee?
Wait. I'm 61.
Miss Yvette, you heard.
Don't you say nothing crazy.
Look, Miss Yvette. No. So Miss Yvette on LO too, so she knows on there. I was talking about Freddie. You don't want
Hell no.
Freddie, because you know I'm on live on LO2 right now too. Freddie, I was trying to get you a man. No, Freddie.
Girl.
Why you don't want no? Miss Yvette said she don't want no man.
I'm done. I'm happy.
I don't think it's none. I think it's you.
I feel like if the right man, if the right man came along, the right one,
Yeah, but
know.
how do you feel?
So okay, Missy Beth, what do he gotta do for you to be like, maybe I'll give it another chance?
They don't
Nothing?
exist. He doesn't exist.
You said that, and somebody got angry with me today. I told somebody on this today in the Uber. I said, he said, "Well, I know you dating somebody." I said, "Who?" It's nobody today. Who want to go through rigmarole? Then you get yourself all attached to a person and find out they ain't worth a quarter. Then you right back out there again. And like I tell you, as women, we are innies. I don't want just anybody to keep anying in me. So yes, I removed myself. I sure have. God put the difference to everything. I have removed myself.
Yeah, because I was watching this clip today. You know, I be doing my little doom scrolling, and the one popped up. You know where they it's the one where they be traveling around and have people come up to the microphone and ask questions. And the lady asked the question. She was like, she been with this guy for a year, and his ex-wife don't know that they in a relationship. They've been in a relationship for a year. The ex-wife don't know. They took a vacation trip, and she's texting him while they on the trip, not asking about the kids because the kids went on the trip with them, but asking him to send her pictures of why he on the trip. And she was like, and they was like, child, like, so he don't post y'all on social media, none of that stuff. And she was like, no, he don't do social media. She was like, no, he ain't doing you. So it's like, how you with somebody a whole year?
He's still with his wife. He with his wife still.
Yeah, he's still dealing with that. Yeah, he's got to be. Because a whole year and don't even know, and y'all, and she just freely texting your man. First of all, I would have took the phone and text her back. Ma'am, why you texting him? And if it ain't about the kids, why you text? Like, hey.
Yeah.
I don't play all
that. It's just, you know, like.
So I get it. I guess
my kids tell me I mean. They said I mean I won't give nobody a chance.
I don't think,
but I'm just like
I think we try to tolerate.
Yeah, it's just like I don't listen. I get it, right? Like you can find love anywhere, right? I will give you that, right? Like you don't know where that person is. You know, you could be out to dinner and they walk up to you because they was having dinner by themselves and they saw you and for whatever reason, or maybe you find them on Facebook. I don't know. But for me, it's the first word that come out your mouth. I'm sorry. I'm just at the point in my life, like Renee and everybody else. I've done it all. I've seen it all. I've dated. I've had, you know what I'm saying? Like so it's the first word out your mouth, and 9 times out of 10 it's gonna turn me off. So as soon as you open your mouth, I'm like,
that's me.
It's over before it even starts.
Yeah. And I don't have the tolerance level anymore for small talk. I don't have the patience to even discuss my life anymore. I just and I don't want to hear yours.
I don't want to tell you about myself.
Exactly.
Because truthfully, if you on social media, especially if you hit me up on social media, what do I got to tell you? My life is on social media. Why are you asking?
Open book.
How about you do some investigation?
Yeah.
Because I like you. I know everything about you, baby. I done been on your page. I done, read all this. I know everything about you. So you get to know me if you say you like me. So don't keep asking me what you doing. What you doing? What you? And not even what you doing? WYD. I can't stand. That makes me sick on my stomach. Send me a picture. I got pictures all on my phone.
Oh, child. Let's send me a picture. That get you blocked.
Yeah.
These pictures all on my page.
Look how crazy this is. Sending me a friend request. Why are you sending me a friend request? My page is public.
Yeah.
Why you got?
Because they want to be a special friend.
I tell you, I hate that so bad, y'all. Y'all just, y'all know. I
Yeah,
hate it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
then-
not gonna go as far as saying that I don't think it's somebody out there for me. It may be somebody out there for me, but it's gonna be very hard. And listen, I know I'm not for everybody, right? But to me, I'm a catch. I am a catch for somebody. I just don't know who that somebody is, and that somebody gonna have to work real hard for me to know that that's somebody. Because I am in a point where I'm just like, the first word out your mouth is like, yep, nope, you not the one.
that's what I say. I'm Queen E. Not the Queen B, I'm Queen E.
Come on now.
And I am the prize. No man is my prize. I am the prize. So therefore, no man deserves me.
Girl, and they out there not thinking they the prize. These men is out there not thinking they are the prize. Kevin Samuels done messed him up so bad when he wasn't even living like everything he said was a lie. He didn't own nothing. He was renting cootie cat like the rest of them from a little young girl that was probably laughing at him behind his back. Just everything he said he stood for. When he died, we saw wasn't taking care of his health, had hypertension that he wasn't regulating.
Yeah.
Heart and an anatomy that he wasn't regulating. Everything he literally said that he was, in death we found out it was a lie.
You even got the old ones out here in their 60s and 70s still thinking they're the catch.
Talking that crazy talk.
They do.
Yeah, I'm the prize, honey. I'm the prize. I'm like, Lord have mercy. If you don't sit yourself down, I don't know what might happen.
Yeah.
Get away from me as possible. Yeah, you better get to a little young girl, a little 20-something-year-old that you can make a fool of right now.
Right.
You ain't doing nothing but ruining her for another man because you're gonna abuse her, neglect her, take advantage of her. And then when she get a certain age, you probably gonna discard her for someone else. But that is why I tell you, that's why the nursing homes are full of men. Full of men.
Because ain't nobody want to take care of their selfish self.
Lived all kind of way, all kind of whoring, all kind of this, all kind of that. And now they to the age where, listen, don't nothing on them work no more. So don't nobody want to be bothered with them. Even their own children don't come see them because they didn't take care of their children. So literally nobody. If you find a woman in a nursing home, her church come to see her, her children come to see her. Sometimes the spouse be coming to see her. But what I'm saying is we tend to have a unit around us. So we gonna, like, if my girlfriend has surgery, she know I'm coming with food. I can clean up if she needs whatever she needs. She know I'm gonna do, and that's how we set our lives up.
Yeah.
You ask me, man, what's your best friend's favorite color? I don't know that nigga favorite color. I don't know stuff.
Right.
All we do is watch the game together. I don't know nothing about that nigga. Don't never ask me nothing like that again. You just ask, that's your friend. You need to know some stuff about them that if you care about them.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Look, Anita said they down there with that ED. She said, but the young girls don't want them because most of them may have ED. They do. And then the crazy part is men don't pay attention to their health enough to even understand that's what's going on.
Miss,
and wonder
tell
why
Miss Alexander
want to deal with them. It ain't staying up long enough for us to even care.
Correct. Miss Alexandra, you are the prize, baby. You move on to this situation.
That's right.
You are the prize.
Alexandra. I just read that too. Yep.
And again, we are not man bashing. We just talking about our own experiences. We talking about our own experiences. Yeah. I mean, listen, I feel like it's somebody for everybody, but for some people, like
that's the thing.
Like Yvette Renee, like Sharon. It's just taking a little longer for us to find that person because we are deciding to stick to our standards, to stick to what we feel like is important to us, and that's okay. That it is okay, and people need to start being okay with that being okay.
Yeah.
It's not saying that, oh, you just don't like men, whatever your preference is, you just a hater, I'm speaking from the eye again. Have been through so much in my life.
Because first of all, if you shorter than me, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the men that's out here that got these attitudes with women, it be them little short men. Sir, we do not want you shorter than us. I'm sorry.
No.
I understand that everybody is not gonna be 6 feet tall, have 6 figures, and have over 6 inches. I get that. But sir, we don't want no little man. If I gotta look down at you, or if I can't get you to reach something off the top shelf for me, I don't want you. That's just that simple. But men, they can't take that kind of rejection. And it's not that we saying, like, most women have standards. Like Don said, there's standards. If our standards mean we don't want a man shorter than us, you can't get mad if you approach a woman taller than you and we decline you.
Because it's okay for them to say, I don't want a fat woman. I don't want a woman that's white. I don't want to date a woman from another race. I don't want a woman that got more than one kid. It's okay for them to have standards on what they don't want. But as soon as we say we don't want something, now it's something wrong with us.
We all kind of named.
Yeah, for me, people feel like I shouldn't have standards, that I should be happy that somebody possibly might want to give me the time of day. Yeah, well, nope. And guess what? They gonna keep trying to give me the time of day, and I'm gonna keep trying to ignore their asses.
Yeah, give somebody else that time of the day, because
I don't need it. I don't need it. I do not need it.
Yeah. And they love to say, "Well, you just gonna end up single for the rest of your life with a cat." I'm like, "Well, I don't." I said, "I don't even." I said, "I don't like cats and I don't like dogs." I said, "But I can guarantee you, my life will be fulfilled, and I'll be. Did you see how happy I am now? I'll be happy then."
Right.
I don't know what you think that was gonna hurt my feelings. I said, "Baby, you gotta come." I said, "You don't know where I'm from and what I've been through. You got to come way harder than that,
right,
to even get a ride with me." Like,
and for the record, and for the record, I hate cats. So
look, you hate cats.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else we got, Don? Because Don know all the topics, child. I
don't want to talk about this one. Okay, ladies, listen. And y'all in the audience can answer this too. If you woke up tomorrow morning and realized you had hit the lottery for $5 million, what's the first 3 things that you gonna do? 5 million, 5 big ones. What's the first 3 things you gonna do, Renee? The vet Renee. $5 million. 5.
I would make sure that I have a secure trust for my children.
Okay.
That's what's important to me, my children and my grandchildren. Anything material, I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want in this world.
Okay.
It would be about my kids and my grandchildren.
I love that.
Yeah.
So the whole 5 million will go into trust?
Yeah, I've done everything. I have everything. I would make sure, because I have more days behind me. I'm 61. So I've had all the material things. I've had the $1 million homes. I've had the $100,000 car. I've had all that. None of that material things mean nothing to me. I have a home. I have, so it's about my kids, making sure that when I'm gone, my children, my grandchildren, leaving a legacy.
Legacy. Okay.
All
right, Lady Bird, what's your 3 things?
Let me see. I'm buying a house.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a homeowner. Definitely getting my son a wheelchair accessible vehicle, like a real one.
Yeah.
Not the modified one that I And
But
I kind of like
you grateful for that, but just
yeah. And then I'm thinking probably investment, not necessarily investment, but taking a certain amount and making sure my kids have money that they'll have. Like if I got to put in a trust, I'll put in a trust. If I got to put it wherever, so that they'll have that, because I ain't gonna be here forever. And I want to make sure, because look, I already said now, if I ever go and win one of them scratch off tickets that say million, I already know I'm not gonna be the one cashing it in. Nana, come here, because you already over 70 years old. Go on and cash this ticket in so we can get this money and they don't gotta bother me, and you just put it where it need to go. Cause look, you ain't gonna be sitting here looking at me crazy. You know how do they be like, oh, so you don't need this no more? Leave me alone. But
they definitely do it. They do that.
I think for me, the first three things I would do is something that I've really appreciated. That if I don't know if everybody knows him, something Boosie did. I think I will go buy some land.
Yes. That's what I mean.
An accumulation of land that on that land I could build homes for all of my children, for my grandchildren, and everything will be paid off, and that will always be their land. Second off, they would all get money put up in trust, right? Where you can't touch this money until you get this aid, because hopefully by this time you got a little bit of something and I done taught you something so you could financially do that. And then after that, I think I would want to travel the world. While my homes is being built, I want to travel the world, places that I have not been yet. I already travel, but I want to hit those big countries I ain't made it to yet. Like my dream has been to go to Africa and to go to Hawaii. I would like to hit all of the mainlands in Hawaii. You know what I mean? I'd like to hit
Hawaii overrated, but
and they say it's very expensive. With $5 million, it ain't gonna really matter. You know what I'm saying? But
we going in a private
jet. Buying land and securing our homes and our land for future generations, putting money up to where it's gonna grow interest on it, and that we are always secure, and then traveling the world. Miss Sharon, what's your three things?
Okay, mine is I would like to have like a compound type situation for my family, my mom, any of my close relatives. Then my daughter, her trust comes of age when she's 18. I wish I had made it 25, but it's 18. But just to set up like both of y'all said, Don and Yvette said, a trust for them. And I think, like I said, maybe 25. My son is already 25, so he's already past that point. But I think sometimes they don't need to get the money so early. When they get it so early, I don't want to say it make them lazy, but it make them where they like, well, I'm good. I ain't gotta, and you don't never need to feel that way. You always need to know you got a little hustle. You got a little, because you don't never know how things in life may go. But that's me. And then I would like to do some traveling. I love to travel. I like to do some traveling. And then just take it easy, because that's something I don't know how to do. I do not know how to just relax and take it easy, because I've never been able to. So I don't know how to do that. So I would just enjoy learning how to just relax and take it easy.
Absolutely. And I just want to read some of the comments. So Ivan said he will buy land, go to the animal shelter, and have a place for the animals. Anita says she's financially secure, so her and her family would travel internationally and more extensively. And that's it. But yeah, those are all good ideas. And I think, we all have our own ideas on what's important to us, what we need right now, and where we are in life. So I think everybody's answers were great answers. But now we got to go ahead and start playing the lottery, because you got to be in it to win it.
And I like that land idea. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, that's a good idea too, because I feel like that land is, we always talk about we need our 40 acres and a mule, Yeah, give me mine. I need it and more. At this point, so I need it for everybody before me that didn't get theirs. How about
Right.
that? And it's so much
Right.
property out here.
Right.
I think it's so much land that is available, but they're not teaching us. Keyword us. They're not teaching us how to access it and the steps to take to own it, because they want to just keep it, you know, it's called it's control. Everything gets controlled in society, everything. And we
And
got
not just owning it, but how to keep it, because you can buy land,
yeah.
And the
but you can lose
government,
you can lose that land if you're not paying the property taxes. So
Yeah.
first
the
and
government
foremost, you have to teach financial
literacy.
ability, you know, financial literacy. That's the first and foremost,
Yeah.
you know, especially if you receive a large amount of money, you know, you don't just start dishing out stuff to your family.
Right.
They need to learn financial literacy, because
Yep.
we can all go buy land. You know, when I sold my businesses, I could have went and bought land, but you know, then you got the property taxes. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
so
because
that's
think about all the stuff in your neighborhood and who owns it. Most of it, 9 times out of 10, 95% of the neighborhood you live in is owned by people that are not Black.
right.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
don't own nothing. The hair store, the liquor store, the corner store, the gas station, you know.
Can you answer the Anita? She's about to leave. I want to answer the question
Oh,
for
what
her.
did she say?
Anita, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, Anita,
We're here
absolutely. We are on here, Anita. I don't know if she's still listening, but we're on here Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every week we have different topics. This week is our fun week. We have weeks where we do relationship talk. We have a mental health week, and we have a Korean money week. So we kind of alternate it every month, each week, and we discuss things. So this is really our actually first official fun week that we've had, because we had a week where it was like we didn't start at the beginning of February, so it kind of shifted our weeks. But yeah, see, I like not playing it. I like just going right off the dome and not having nothing. But I did play in this Sexy Man of the Week. Hello.
Come on now. I got it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Of the week, cause this my guy right here. Hey man, say man. Hey man. This my
is this
dude.
Terrence Howard?
Hey man, say man.
Is it Terrence Howard?
Huh?
I said, is it Terrence Howard?
Don say, is it? It might be. Why, you like Terrence Howard? You like Terrence
He
Howard?
loves
You like Terrence Howard?
Man.
Yes, baby.
I ain't no Don like Terrence Howard, girl. You like Terrence Howard?
That's a good picture.
Look, she over there shivering, child. Look at her.
Oh, he is so
fine.
Oh yeah.
That's my guy right here.
He's been better looking as he ages to me.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is so debonair. He is just so
really is.
That's just a handsome
Don over there drooling, y'all.
Jesus.
And the way he is dressed in this picture,
Yes, girl.
But you know
and
what?
I hear his voice.
Yeah, he's so versatile. Like, we know that he can be that, you know, how he was in Hustle and Flow and all these other, but his actual talk, when he really talks and his intellect, like, I just be like, dude, you can sit here and recite a nursery rhyme and I'm gonna just sit there and look at you.
Listen, come on now. You better say it, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I binge watched what's that show he was on? With him and Taraji.
Empire.
I binge watched it just to watch him. Cause I was like, I was never in the Empire, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna watch it because I just wanted to watch him. I just wanted to watch him. That was it. I ain't care about none of the storyline.
You know what I
Man.
liked him in? What was it? The best man.
This
I
man.
liked
Oh,
him as
yeah.
the best man because he was funny, but he was serious and he was just kind of laid back, like
And I
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
so many men like him. I know so many men like his character in The Best Man. Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
him in that.
Yeah. His character was real cool. And then
Mhm.
what's the other movie? He been in so much though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved him in Hustle and Flow. That's
Oh,
my
yeah. I
movie.
love him in Hustle
Matter of
and
fact,
Flow.
I
Yeah.
might watch that tonight because I know all them lines in that movie. Man,
He
that
was
movie was
good
good.
He
That's
was
what
good
And
in
for me.
Getting
That was
Rich
the
or Die
first time I
Trying
think
too.
I ever knew who he was in Hustle and Flow. For me,
really?
because I'm not a huge like watch movie type of person. So
Oh,
you know, like and even when I like somebody, I don't go back and like watch everything that they did. I just know that once I liked them in that movie, okay, now I know he's fine, and I just like Terrence Howard. But I'm not a
Did
huge
y'all like him in Getting Rich or Die Trying with 50 Cent? He kind of
oh,
played a wingman in that. He did
Mhm.
really good in that. Really good in that one.
well, thank you for being so fine, Mr. Sir.
Right.
Man. Thank you. Thank you to his mother and
Right.
father for
Exactly.
right.
giving us, for gracing us
What you
with
say,
this
Don?
sexiness. I said thank you to his mother and father for gracing us with this sexiness. That's a great way to end my night.
Yeah, because you know, Wednesday, I gotta find a picture with him with no shirt on, child. See, I'm gonna try to find one. You know, he not too big on shirtless pictures, but I feel like it's one out there somewhere, and I gotta
It's
find
got to
it.
be this
Especially
one.
in his
It gotta
younger
be.
stuff, when he was younger.
From
When he was
Hustle and
Yeah,
Flow.
when
Did
he
he
was
have
younger,
any shirt on in Hustle and Flow? Let me see a
he
picture.
had a
younger.
tank
That
top
was a
on,
tank top.
child. He had the little white. He had the little white tank top on in Hustle and Flow.
With the curls.
You know what?
Yes,
In one of the
yeah, that
best men,
press.
he opened his shirt up. In one of the best man movies, he does open his shirt up.
Yeah,
He
Did
made him
I
take
think
it
he was
off
in
and
that
he
final
opens it up.
chapters one.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
opens it up.
Yeah, cause it's some other movies. I'm gonna get created like a list of his movies. So Wednesday, so we could talk about some of them movies because it's some really good movies he been in. Like his serious
Yeah.
acting is really
Great. Great.
Yeah.
It is.
Cause what was
Now
that
we need
one? He was in that one where they were in the car. It was that because I think Will Smith was in that movie. What was that one movie? It was the one with the police officer pulled him over in the car, and he was in the car with his wife, and it was like different scenes in the whole movie. Was it called Crash? I think the
I didn't
movie
know
was
he
called
was
Crash.
in there. Oh,
I haven't seen that.
I believe he is in Crash because I feel like that was a scene where he was in the car with a wife and they was leaving somewhere. He was driving, and the police pulled him over. I'm gonna have to look. I think he's in Crash. I
I'm
want
gonna
to
go.
say I haven't watched that movie in so long, but I believe he's in Crash. But
Go
he's
back
in a
and
lot of other. He was in a lot of '90s movies, a lot of '90s black movies. He was in too. That's what I feel like we need to get back to. And then we getting out of here. I want to talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
We got to get back to these, like how we had these nice classic movies that was just for like we had Brown Sugar, we had Love Jones, all them movies. They was just like
they right now in the process of filming a part 2 to Love Jones.
Oh, nice.
because listen, this Terrence Howard, Don can have him, but I don't ever give up Lorenz Tate. That's my man, my man, my man. Okay,
Lorenz ain't but like 5'4".
He's short.
I don't care. I'll pick him up and carry
He
him
said,
up.
my man, my man.
Heels. Listen, I get him some heels like Prince, and he could look me down on me then. So, I don't care.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed. How you doing,
I
Miss
love
Jackson?
Summer
Glad
Tate.
to have
I don't care.
you.
Oh, Lord, she did not
Hey,
say
Rosie
heels.
Boo. Yeah, I don't care. I will not give up Lorenz.
On that note,
Bye.
let's end,
No.
please, because you just went.
She done ran out.
Uh,
Oh.
Yes, we had a great night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, y'all. See y'all Wednesday. Bye.